So I guess we'll talk announcements later.
We'll have some player signings. We're just finalizing a few deals. We'll have some announcements a little bit later tonight, and I would anticipate that we'll have 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay. As far as cuts will go, that'll be tonight as well?
Yeah, there'll be. I anticipate we're at 42. I anticipate that we'll move 10 players along, bring us down to 32. And really, at the end of the day, the 10 kids that'll be moving on, at this stage, I don't see it as them being cut. I see it as them being reassigned. Our young guys performed very well in the camp. We're obviously dealing with a lot of O1s that aren't even eligible to play that found their way to main camp and into the black and white game. I'm talking about, Gardner and Campbell, and these guys performed well. Tracy Smallwood Heron will be here as signed players through the week, and we'll play against Swift, and we'll stay through the Regina weekend. And there may be another 01 or 2 that sticks around. But great showing by our young guys. I don't see this as guys getting cut as much as they've performed well. It's been a good experience for them. It's been a good part of their development, and that's the process to get better.
With so many guys getting signed out of camp, it's got to be a good sign that the things went well this weekend?
Yeah, you know what, I thought, I think it started at prospect camp, and we talked about, the 2000 group, the 2001, the job that our scouting staff's done in listing players this past year. Really encouraged by that, and there's probably an opportunity here and discussions going on for 3-4 guys that were listed players in the last year to sign. We've got 2 or 3 roster spots to fill up front with our team now, and continuing to build that depth with good young prospects, and getting our 2000s and 2001s under an agreement, getting them into our development path, getting their scholarship started is all important part of putting a team together now, next year, and the year after, and we're pleased. It looks good.
As you mentioned, there's pretty veteran-laden lineup right now, but obviously looking ahead 2-3 years, you're putting a lot of pieces in place, probably coming out of the weekend.
Yeah, I think I think guys, a lot of that will kind of the pieces will be in place when you see some of the announcements here, and some of the guys that have earned an opportunity to stick around or earn the opportunity to be signed. But I think. You're looking at after the top 2 guys, Evanoff and Fitzgerald, performed well and look like they're going to provide a good depth and good future. Lots on the back end. Sanders, Benson. We see what a guy like Harchie wants to do in the future, or this year or in the future. I mentioned Campbell, Gardner, Heron. Lots of encouraging things going on, and the same up front. I thought the guys performed well. So, this is kind of twofold in terms of that we've got our eye on certain players that we believe that have gone through the weekend and are competing for a spot on our team, and then we're putting pieces in place with guys that can be with our group, be affiliate players, be a part of our program, and that are going to play for us down the road. We've continued to work towards that when we're signing players that are 15 and 16, that that our commitment to them is that they're going to play at the latest at 17, and they're going to compete for an opportunity at 16, and we don't feel that it's in the best interest of the team or the players to commit to them to play at 16 without going through the process. That 16-year-old year is such an important development year, and unfortunately, we've got guys here that want to go through the process, and unfortunately end up with guys that don't. And so we move on, and we've got lots of good young players, so it's exciting.